Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can practice games and while playing games. Play games and practice game design. You can watch games and practice game design. Yeah.
We're at that stage of the night. All right, we're back with Cuphead. Remodeled?
Yeah. The roller coaster was remodeled. Just like my loadout.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I'm a fan of the charge shot. Definitely a fan of the charge shot.
It's definitely like maybe the last one I got.
It's like, I feel like the charge shot definitely has a lower DPS, but it's sort of like playing the long game. It's so much easier to survive longer with it because you can focus more on what you're doing rather than just spamming.
Yeah, you definitely get to focus more on defense, I think. Was not unlike that, where I just stood there and let it happen.
Yeah, well, as soon as you start thinking too much about the charge shots, that's when you start slipping up.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a fine balance to it, I think. I like that tiny little last, like, hoot.
That's what did him in, man.
Does he scream on his way down? He's
I
like,
think so.
I wasn't totally expecting that, to be honest.
Really, man? Oh. You really hovered on the ground there. I disagree. I disagree, game.
I feel like we should get a shirt that says that, but only for you. I disagree, game.
I disagree, game.
I disagree. Wow. Oh, I didn't realize that the bumper car has a face that changes too. He's all like, I'm gonna get you.
I did not realize that.
So the one thing I think that makes the backgrounds work is that even if there are things moving around in them, and it could considerably be distracting like it was during the frog battle for me. Nice. I think it's never too crazy. In that, like, the things that are moving are generally not that fast, and the things that do move fast, in this case, like, it's pertinent to the actual level. Like, that's how you know when the roller coaster is almost here.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have thought that.
Oh, I did not realize it was I had a level 5.
Womp,
okay,
womp.
well, that is what it is. Wanted to use the charge shot.
I mean, you have 2 health, so you're doing okay. That air balloon in the background, I'm pretty sure has teeth also. Just everything has faces. Which I guess was also a trope of animation of this style back then too, was that, like, everything was
personified.
Animated. Yeah, exactly. Like, I remember seeing it, it might have been Betty Boop, or maybe it was, what was it? I think it was like a beaver or something.
I was not paying attention.
But, like, even the table that was...
Oh,
nice.
It does, but then I killed myself because we had a...
Ooh! We were talking about this off camera.
Because it's an 8-directional attack, and his hitbox is so large. Can you... Aw, really, man?
Did you shoot the light bulb or the fire?
Yeah, the light bulb hadn't completely exploded, so...
So it still had its collision. Womp, womp.
Just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I had more to talk about with the environment art, but I think that's it. It's good stuff.
There'll be more to talk about with it, like, second, or the further down second world.
I'm excited. Yeah, this is fun for me too, because I haven't seen any of the bosses beyond the first island. So this is totally new to me. I've seen Satan, or the devil.
You have?
Yes.
Cheater.
Well, it was because I was watching some kind of design analysis of this game, and they specifically talked about the devil. So I was like, well, I'm already here. Might as well.
Well, I'm here now.
It was actually pretty interesting. They broke down how the devil is actually kind of accurate to real-life depictions of, like, what the devil is.
Really?
Like,
what?
He has components of Beelzebub. He has components of, I forget the other names. Which aren't truly the devil, but, like, they kind of all got, over time, all just kind of became synonymous with the devil. So, like, Beelzebub isn't the devil. It was just a demon, I think. That was, I think, just a misinterpretation of an Islamic idol at the time. Or maybe it wasn't even Islamic. It might have just been something. And it was just, like, so far removed from its source that people were like, it's evil.
That's fair. There's
Bahamut was the other one. It was Bahamut, Beelzebub, and the dragon was a depiction in the Bible, actually. Yeah, there's a reference to the devil being a dragon.
Oh.
Apparently, go watch it's on the Game Theorist channel. It's the Gaijin Goomba. He did a pretty interesting analysis on the devil.
There's when you beat you beat him too, they refer to him, they're like, yeah, we beat you old demon. They call him a demon. Which
the devil is technically a demon, but like he is the king of demons.
He's the first angel to fall, and fallen angels were considered demons, but there's also a lot of other things that refer to demons.
Yeah.
Through all your battles and all my rhymes, you have failed and perished 102 times.
Wow, that's actually more than I thought. But I guess that it encompasses both of us together, probably.
Probably. All right. Ready?
Yes. Is this going to be the plane?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, this is the one I was thinking of, talking about a cool background.
Well, one thing that I don't think I talked about way back in like episode 2 of this is, oh, yes. I have actually seen a little bit of this. This is really cool, though, because the sun actually changes the lighting of the level. So the sun is currently forward, and then everything gets brighter, and then when the sun is in the back, everything gets dark because it gets shadowed.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
And this even shows up later with the pillars too. Like they're dark right now because the sun's in the background because they're being silhouetted.
Yeah, come on.
But now that the sun's moving in the front, see how everything gets brighter? Isn't that ridiculous? It's
detail, man.
It's such a fine level of polish. Oh, I love it so much.
That is one thing I will say that it's probably the biggest boon to Cuphead is just the amount of polish into the game.
Oh, absolutely.
The out of all, this is a little thing for you, by the way. You just stay in the back. You will always avoid these.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
I was watching some people struggle with this, and I was like, guys.
It has a very predictable pattern. It's not even randomized. It's kind of cute.
I love this. He reads your mind, and then he figures, aha! Aw, man. I'll hit him with a hat. He transforms into a form of you.
Oh, it's kind of hilarious, actually. Oh, thought you had it.
Nah, I'm only halfway through the boss.
The background is so crazy too, because it's like a 3D thing.
Yeah.
But even that was sort of a popular thing in at this era.
And I think that's what they were going for. It reminds me of the old
stop motion.
A little bit. But what was it? Was it the old Aladdin movies? I like
what?
Not the cartoons, but like they might have been black and white. I can't remember. And it was like during the time of King Kong. Those older movies where there was like that mystery,
in
not
Aladdin.
mystery, that's not the word I'm looking for. Like a cult like series of movies, and it was like this animation reminds me so much of it.
So weird.
It is so weird. Crap, man.
You
Failboat.
fine.
Failboat.
Don't failboat, no, Mo. Do better, Mo better, Nathan.
Gotta do better, mo better.
That's how this works. Sound design's pretty solid in this too. I think Eddie would appreciate this.
Oh yeah, you'd have a field day, I think.
It's very much like the audio very closely mimics the like over exaggerated cartoony vibe, and I think it reads really clearly. Aw.
Where the game starts getting very bullet hellish.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, I definitely thought those hands would hurt you, and that freaked me out.
I had such a hard... Oh, Jesus. No. Damn, they've gone up. I had such a hard time fighting this guy the first time.
Yeah, he seems tough.
Because that last form was like, I don't understand. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's a trick. Dick.
I don't remember this.
Nope. He has this different weapon loadouts that he uses. And that one just hasn't come up yet.
So how do you think the randomization of attack patterns like that, I mean, like, what do you think is the benefit of doing that, just to, like, keep players on their toes?
Absolutely. And that's one thing I immediately realized and really appreciate about the game. I don't want to know what the boss is going to do ahead of time.
I mean, that's fair. I think there's both of that, because at a certain point, you'll learn every single one of those attack patterns, and it's just more of a matter of, like, which one will he choose.
Yeah, and if you are... I learned to start doing it against one of the bosses later on, the one I was talking about, the Robotnik, Wily one, and it, like, cause I just learned his startup pattern every time, and I was like, it kind of took that part, took away from me for a little bit.
That's fair.
Like a little bit, cause whatever, man. Now it's in my face. I can't see anything. I'm blind.
Fine. I think the other benefit of having the variety of types of attacks is that while it does keep players on their toes and sort of creates an unpredictable like pattern of attacks, it sort of leaves room for discovery still, because it's a game that expects the player to fail time and time again. So what it does is it means that even though you're failing a lot, each time you come back to that fight again, there might be something new for you to learn. So it basically keeps the challenge fresh.
That will come up particularly once we fight Mr. Dicehead.
Oh yeah?
He's very, as I said before, he's one of the coolest bosses I've ever fought.
So is it like one of those...
Oh, I got hit right before I used that. That's sad.
Lame. So do one of the pyramids open their eye, and then you just have to avoid them?
Yep.
Ooh, that's tough.
And then that attack drives me nuts, by the way, because I don't see it because it's white. And it just blends into the background.
It's subtle. Hey, but you took that fight pretty well, actually. You did it a lot faster than the balloon clown guy.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is funny, because I'm pretty sure I struggled more with him the first time I went through the game.
I mean, sometimes it just works out, I guess.
Where are we at on time?
We have a minute.
Yeah, so not enough, but I think next episode we'll probably do some run and guns.
Ooh, oh yeah, we haven't seen one of those in a little while. Do they slowly start introducing more bosses per island?
Actually, we can go do this real quick. I think there's 6 on the first one, 8 in the next one, and 8 after that, or something like that. Something like that.
It's actually called a mausoleum. Nice. I called it. First time I said that, I was like, I think it's a mausoleum. I didn't actually know that's what it was called. I kind of like that on the stained glass they have the Roman numeral for 2, so it's the second mausoleum. In case you forgot.
Here?
Yeah, on the right side of the screen. It's just like a silly little extra thing, but whoa! Swoopy guys. I still like the mustache guy the most.
Oh, yeah.
Does the vase have life, or is it like one hit done?
I don't know. I literally never lost any of these.
Yeah,
they're not that challenging, honestly.
I think that's okay. I mean, like, Well,
I thought that it was after doing the first one, I was like, man, the third one's gonna be crazy.
do you think it's just a matter of not throwing enough at you? Because
Yeah,
if the
I
whole
thought
shtick
I was
is-
expecting a lot more like you were forced to do like 7 bounces on, on the ghosts.
I mean, that would be kind of cool. I could see that becoming problematic to the point where it's like frustrating because you literally have such a limited action economy that you can only kill so many so fast.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I agree. For such a steep reward, feels like it deserves more challenge. I mean, like, you're getting an increased Ultra. That's a really powerful upgrade.
Yeah, and you would expect that there's like, well, that's what happens every time you do the running gun. By the time you're done with that, you have 5 coins at your disposal. You're like, yes,
Yeah.
you unlocked a new super.
Cool. Well, we are...
Oh, and we can go over it.
Oh, invincibility.
Yeah.
Across the...
Astral plane. Yes. This game gets super, like, as I said, surreal and occult.
Metaphysical.
Yes. It reminds me of, like, old antique, like, what are they called? What do they call them? Like, the curiosity cabinets. Where it's like, step right up. See the occult. Like, that's what it reminds me of.
I like that. That's cool. I mean, even a lot of the animations back in this era kind of got weird like that, too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for example, a lot of them even had the devil or Satan, and then you'd get weird things like going through, like, dimensions.
They got weird strange.
We should have, like, a GDPG, just, like, screening night where we just find a bunch of old school animations and just gawk at how weird they were.
Like, what the hell? People watch this.
I'd be way into that.
Let's do it. Oh, question of the day.
Question of the day. Switching up, randomizing the attack patterns within a single wave. How does that behoove the experience? I kind of mentioned that I think that it keeps players on their toes, and we shared some thoughts. But what do you think about the whole thing, and how does that benefit the design? Cool.
Could have talked about the bombs, but we never really talked about the bombs.
You didn't really. I even like looked at them and I was like, huh, I like how you're using them in my brain, and then I never said anything.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone.